Hello again, welcome. My name is Reagan. For those of you who are new to my channel, essentially I just want to help people to grow and evolve and recognize that life is happening for them, not to them. If you would like to at any point listen further about anything that I've talked about, please check out my podcast station, Reboot with Reagan on Anchor. Love to have you there. Got some good content there and more to come soon. So number one on the 5 ways to improve your mood and mindset. Number one, you can meditate. 10 minutes in the morning, right when you wake up, 10 minutes in the evening, right before you fall asleep. Perfect time. Very perfect time. I'm able to receive answers to or have asked, what does this mean? What is this for? How do I do that? How can I get that to happen more? So meditation essentially is a calming of the mind. We can do that by clearing our minds and opening up to a lighter thought process, especially right before sleep, right? There's a lot of stuff that goes into this, like sleep hygiene. I can talk about that in another video. All right, number 2, appreciation. I cannot stress this to you enough. The more you appreciate about every little thing that you have in the refrigerator, the wheels on the car that you're able to drive safely with, anything, your children, the love, get into the habit every day throughout your day of appreciating, saying, wow, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know, this is so wonderful that I have the space in my home now to create this beautiful little studio that I can do videos in and also teach yoga in, right? This is something that I've been wanting for a while. And honestly, it's been something that's been holding me back. So this has been a tremendous blessing. And I'm so excited to get it into motion and finally get my message out. It's all a blessing, right? Number 3, the YesNo games with your thoughts all day. I like to play this game whenever I'm experiencing my daily life. It doesn't matter if I'm at the grocery store, if I'm at work, if I'm walking down the street, if I'm dealing with the kids or the neighbors or whatever it is. Every thought that comes into my mind, I ask, is it mine or is it not mine? Is it good for me or is it not good for me? If the answer is yes, it's a yes. If the answer is no, it's a no. Either it's for me or it's not for me. And so I like to play that yes-no game with my thoughts. It gets easier and easier as time goes on, right? Because a lot of the time we think, oh, this is my thought. I've been having it for a long time. But remember, the mind learns by repetition. So if you continue playing a negative, detrimental, worthless type script in your mind, that is exactly how your life is going to appear. Because thoughts become things. Law of Attraction 101, right? If you can think it, you can create it. Unfortunately, we don't always create the more positive aspects of things because the negative thoughts and processes are so much easier to essentially spiral and lose control on, right? Run down a rabbit hole on a negative thought. Oh my God, what if, it's all fear-based, right? So ask yourself, is it fear or is it love? If it comes from fear, the answer is no. If it comes from love, the answer is yes. Number 4, reflecting on events and thoughts. Again, it kind of ties back into number 3, but I wanted to mention it because self-reflection has been a tremendous benefit in my life. I continuously evolve because I'm willing to look at every situation, at every encounter as, wait a second, this is happening for me, not to me. And I think that particular mindset was probably one of the most difficult ones that I've had to develop. Every time I continuously changed my thought process, I played that yes-no game and I accepted or rejected thoughts, I was reflecting on events and thoughts that were happening in my life. Speaking from my own personal experience, those events in my childhood led me to be the person that I am today. Led me to want to change certain things about my life or myself that I didn't like, and I didn't understand, why is this happening? Why am I continuously attracting this kind of situation, these kind of people, this kind of relationship dynamic? And that was the right answer. That was the right question, I should say. The right answer was, my question says, what can I do differently? As soon as I asked that question, everything started to change in my life. Just like food intake, what we put in to our body is what we're going to get out of our body. So knowing that thoughts become things, and what you reap, you sow. Why would we ever talk about or think about anything negative? If there's something negative that comes up for you, look at it and make a decision and do away with it. Don't fall down the rabbit hole of fear and frustration and anger. No, deal with those emotions and be clear what they're telling you. Whether you ask out loud or you ask within yourself, or something will come to you. Do the meditation and ask the question. It will come to you. All right. And number 5, contributions and acts of kindness. So I like to give back, not only monetarily, but it's an act of kindness. It's a contribution, knowing that we're all connected. And if I lift someone up in that way, they may never have seen that kindness from a person before for absolutely no reason. And that may be the turning point for them. Like, wait a minute, there are good, kind people in the world, and that feels good to me. It's not because I'm looking for instant gratification. When I do something kind for someone else, it makes me feel good about me and the world around me. And that is the most important thing that I can offer to you today. Contribute. Any little, I don't care if it's $1, I don't care if it's a thought, I don't care if it's a vision of someone who's in a desperate place in their life. If you see them, if you visualize them coming out of this and healing from a disease or becoming a better person because of it, you literally elevate them just by your visualization. Again, the mind has amazing powers. Statistically, we use 3 to 7% of our brain capacity. Imagine what superhuman beings we would be if we use even 25% of that. Walk through life and trust that what is meant for us will not pass us by, that which we want is possible for us, that a better life is out there, not waiting for us to show up, but waiting for us to make a decision to change something in our life that will lead us baby steps possibly down the street to get to that place. If I give compassion, if I give understanding, forgiveness, these things are coming back to me. And I can trust that, because over my journey, I have learned exactly that. When I trust that it's going to work out for me, it does. But when I'm living in fear that it's not going to work out, then most of the time it doesn't. So it's really about the mindset and the understanding that everything you put out comes back. So let's just be kind and generous and compassionate and forgiving. And this is soul school. We came here to learn things that we could not learn in the spirit realm. And on that thought, guys, thank you so much. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I will be bringing more things to help you evolve in the coming days and weeks. And I really look forward to seeing you here and having you as part of our community. So thank you again. Blessings, light and love. Namaste, namasko.